Hello everybody, today I am coming at you with a short chapters book recommendation video. So I for one love books with short chapters. They make me feel like I'm accomplishing a lot. They make me read faster. I just want to get through the book more. It just makes me more inclined to finish the book. Even if it's not the best book in the world, which I will have some examples of that. I still end up finishing them and continue reading them for a long period of time because of the short chapters, and it makes you feel like that you are reading a lot, accomplishing a lot, and it's also generally fast-paced. So I have a couple of book recommendations for you. Quite a few of them are series, but I feel like that's even better because some of them are interconnected standalone, so it's not even like you're going to be reading the same story about the same characters. I did my best. We have quite a few. Oh, I forgot one. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm sweating. Video hasn't even started yet. I made sure to pick different genres and not just romance, or that's literally everything I read. But no, I tried to pick not just romance, but let's get started. I say this book is about X pages long, like 10 times, so just ignore and you understand what I mean. I mean, each chapter in this book is like X pages long, so I look like I got ran over by a bus. So first we have one of my recent reads, Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This book is about 3 to 6 pages and it's also a thriller, so even it just being a thriller makes you want to read it fast because you want to know who did it, what's going on, a lot of action. But this book is about two dads going on a journey to find out who killed their dead sons. Their sons are gay and they think it's like a hate crime, and also the police aren't doing anything because one, they're gay, and two, one of them is black. So we can connect the dots. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I love the cover because it's like them. So then we have the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. The different covers is sick, but personally I like the first book. The second book is all right, and the third book can literally go in the garbage. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, it might have wiped off, but there was so much dust on this book because it's literally in the back of my bookshelf, because I don't want to even remember this book. I don't even want this book to even be published anymore, so I try to keep it hidden and makes it, out of sight, out of mind, you know what I mean? Each chapter is around 2 to 5 pages, and majority are like 3 pages, and it moves really fast. It's romance, so you are most likely going to fly through these books unless you don't like them, which for me, like it literally just assaulted me, babe. Similar to me in the third book, it took me so long to finish this because I just hated the direction that it was going. So even though it was short chapters, the short chapters couldn't save it. But just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you guys might not like it. So this is basically about Belly. Belly goes to this beach house every summer with her mother's friends' sons, Conrad and Jeremiah. She really likes Conrad, but Conrad doesn't really reciprocate the same feelings as her. But this summer, she comes in looking brand new. She grew up. She got some outfits, I guess, and Conrad starts looking at her, and so does Jeremiah low-key. So I wonder what happens. Next, this one might be a little confusing, but I am going to add this. The chapters do range from like 5 pages to 20, and you might be like, that is not short chapters, babe. But the way that it's written, it feels like it's going fast because it's written in like oral writing style. Because it's written like this, it does move pretty fast, and it's not like huge blocks of text on one page, so you will get through it quickly. And I'm a slow reader, and I got through this pretty quick. This is basically about Daisy. She's the daughter of these really famous, rich people, but they don't really care about her. This is taking place in the 60s, so since her parents don't really care about her, she's hitting up the club. She's in LA, so things are getting crazy. She's like, hooking up with rock stars. She's really like settling into the wrong crowd, gets into drugs, sex, money, all that stuff, right? Until she crosses paths with the band named The Six, and they recruit her, and then they start making music together. There's this main guy in the band called Billy. He already has his own relationship with someone else, but him and Daisy start like connecting, and well, you see where it goes from there as they make music and also fall in love. But Billy has other commitments, and I didn't really like this book, but that doesn't mean that you won't. And I know a lot of people do like this book. Personally, it just wasn't for me. Like I said, the writing style really does make this more digestible, even when some chapters were like 20-ish pages, but for the majority, each chapter was like about 5 to 8, 10 pages. And there was a lot of drama and very morally great characters, and I feel like the way the story goes, you want to learn what's happening and you want to see what these characters do next, because again, they're like morally grays. You know, you don't really know what they're gonna do. It's very unpredictable, so you want to see what's happening next. Next, we have the Dreamland Billionaire series. This is the fine print, the terms and conditions, and the final offer. I have not read the final offer yet, so I don't know if it's fast-paced, short chapters. I don't know that yet, but in terms of the fine print and terms and conditions, each chapter was about 6 to 12 pages. I was on page 200 in a matter of a couple hours. For some reason, her books literally have cracks sprinkled into the pages, and you will literally just fly through it. Dreamland Billionaire series about these 3 brothers, Rowan, Declan, and Cal, and their grandfather owned this park called Dreamland, basically Disneyland, but not really. He died, but he left little tasks for his grandkids to do and complete so they can get their share of whatever. For Declan, he had to get married and have kids to become CEO. For Rowan, he had to approve a new idea for the park or something so he can run the park. And for Cal, I think he has to sell the beach house to get some. I'm not sure. I haven't read it. I did really like the first 2 of the series. Next book we have is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I severely did not like this book. I know a lot of people do. And hold on one second. I didn't even look. Oh my god, did I like stumble upon the longest chapter? Are the chapters not that small? Anyways, so the pages here are like 8 to like 14. So not the shortest chapters, but I don't know why. I did not like this book, guys. But for some reason, I was flying through it and I could not stop reading it, which is actually really weird. And I'm actually very concerned. What did she do to me? What did she do to me? This is about a girl named Piper, right? There's a girl named Piper, and she's kind of like this influential kind of mogul in LA until one night she ends up in jail, and her rich stepfather is like, you need to learn the value of money and learn how to like not be in this lifestyle anymore. Her stepfather sends her to her dead father's bar that he used to run, gives her the job of remodeling it and just trying to drive in customers again, right? So she goes back to this little small town that her mom and her dead father met. So she's in the small town. People know her mom. People remember her dad. And yeah, she's this big city girl who lived this very flashy, fast-paced life, and now she's getting put into this small, everybody knows everyone cares for everyone, very like chill, relaxed, small town. And she meets this guy, Brendan. He's this like very gruff, grumpy fisherman. They do not get along when they first meet, but they eventually will. This is Schitt's Creek inspired, so if you like Alexis from Schitt's Creek, you might like her. You guys might like this, even though I did. Majority of people really like this. I'm not gonna say why I didn't like it because like I don't want to like turn you guys off the books. So this one's kind of underrated. People don't really know about this book. I thought I would include it because I really enjoyed it. So this is Hannah Who Fell from the Sky by Christopher Mendez. The chapter's about like 8 to 12 pages, not even. I literally like 8 pages. They're so quick, but it's about a girl named Hannah. She lives in this very culty town, very religious town, where basically the actual millisecond that you turn 18, you're getting married off and basically breeded. Your job is to breed children. It's a town where like there's not a lot of men, basically. Literally, if you bear a son, right, and you have like too many like sons in your family, they will ship like, let's say you have 3 sons, right? They'll ship 2 of them to live in the real world, keep one of them so that male could grow up and then like have like a bunch of wives and then have a bunch of kids, and hopefully those kids are women, so then when they grow up they can go off and make more kids. Anyway, but yeah, so Hannah's about to turn 18, and that means she's going to get married off and then eventually have all these kids. But she meets this special someone on the way that kind of deters those plans. It makes her not want to follow tradition, and there's also this like little secret that her mom isn't telling her, and she's kind of different. She's kind of special. Like no one in town has like blonde hair, no one has her color eyes. She's very different. Like she's the only person in town that looks this certain way, and she doesn't know why. She's like, what the fuck? This book has a lot of elements in it, and I really enjoyed it. And again, it's like 8 pages. Look up trigger warnings though. There's some tough topics in this book. Look up trigger warnings for a lot of these. God help me. Hold on. Please look up trigger warnings for this. Like racism, homophobia, literally attempted rape like twice. Trigger warning for this. The drugs. There's a lot of stuff in here. Slight trigger warning for this book too. The second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. Saving everyone one day at a time. Alright, so I'll go into a popular series that people probably know. So we have the Kiss Quotient series. This is a trilogy, but I don't have the Bride Test because, I actually didn't really like the Bride Test. I gave it a 3-star. I might get it if I can complete my collection because I do love Helen Huang. She needs to release more books. Please, can someone get her to release more books? Like, it's actually sick. Anyway, the chapters are like 6 to 12 pages long, just like a lot of the other ones. Basically, this series is interconnected standalone, so you can read. This is the last book. You can read this one without having read the first one. It just follows each of these girls. There is some autism rep, Asian rep. I love these books. These are literally my favorite top 10 romances I've ever read. This one's about Stella. She basically does not know how to do anything romantic or sexual, so she hires an escort named Michael to help her teach to teach her, the things that she can't do, but she wants to do. Yeah, so he's teaching her, and he has this boundary where he only sees the girl once, but he keeps coming back for seconds, which is actually crazy. But yeah, stuff starts blossoming, and I love this book so much. 5 stars. This book, I guess I can tell you what the second one is about. The second book is about Kai. He's very closed off, very to himself, but his mother gets a girl who is from, I'm not sure. She comes over to the States, and basically Kai's mom got this girl. I forget her name. I'm sorry. Gets this girl to stay with Kai and wants them basically to be together. So she arranged this relationship and they have to learn how to be together and live with each other. And Kai doesn't really want her there, but she's just trying to make the relationship work with Kai for his mom's sake. Yeah. But this one is where it's at. So the Heart Principle, this is about Anna. Went viral with a video on YouTube about, I think it was her playing the violin. And so basically she's kind of in this rut of trying to make the next big thing. So each piece of work, she's trying to make it better than the last one was to try and keep that success and virality. Is that even a word? Going? And so she's really stressed, and that's just causing her to just do nothing and be in this rut because she doesn't know how to be better. But then there's this guy named Quan that we see in this book. I love Quan. I love Quan so much. I could not wait to get to this book so I could see him in action. Quan is the kind of guy who just attracts girls, has a lot of one-night stands, but he recently went through this very traumatic health issue, and it's kind of made him standoffish to the idea of being intimate with anyone. But these two meet on a little dating app and they start talking and connecting, and it's really beautiful. This is more than a love story in my opinion. You really get to grow with each character and see the character development between the both of them and how each character, so how Anna helps him with his intimate issues and Quan helps Anna try and recognize that she can still be successful and be lovable. Again, all those have Asian and autism. So next book we have is Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee. I love this book. Yeah, so this has LGBTQ representation. The main character is triracial as well. I did rate this a 3.75. Anyway, so each chapter is about 6 to 12 pages again, and it's about a boy named Noah Ramirez. He has this blog called the Meet Cute Diary, and it's about trans meet cutes, and he posts them on the diary. But what his followers don't know is that all of these are fake and made up. But then someone threatens to expose the diary and tell his followers that it's all fake. Then he decides, well, babe, I have to make them real. So then he starts scouting out someone to help him run the diary and make the trans meet cutes real. And he finds this guy named Drew. I'm pretty sure that was his name. So Drew is willing to fake date Noah to help save the diary. Things don't go as easy as it may seem. Read the book to find out. This has amazing representation and it's pretty fast paced. Or it's not fast paced, but it has manageable chapters. Next, we have a pretty known series for its short chapters. We have the Inheritance Games series. I'm pretty sure this is going to be expanded. There's supposed to be 2 more books, which... Wait, what? But each chapter is 1 to 4 pages, quite literally. And it's about this girl named Avery. She's just living her life in high school when all of a sudden she's called to the office and she's told that she has been given like $1 billion. $46.2 billion. Babe, that is a huge difference from just $1 billion. She has been giving billionaire Tobias Hawthorne's entire estate, and to get this money, she has to stay at the Hawthorne house for a year. So imagine like living in a house where like people low-key want to kill you because like you took all their money. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want some more book facts, let me know down there. I hope you guys enjoy this. I love short chapters. It makes me get through the books faster and make me feel like I'm accomplishing more. Fast pace is the way to go. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Is that dust?